the person can be in hiding, stuff like that. I do get that he's going to get into hiding. Then he's going to be arrested, then try to get into hiding after that. I get that very strongly. Okay, so now let's look at career. Career. Because apparently he's being sued and so forth and so forth. Hi everyone, welcome back to No Light Tarot. My name is Hallie. So grateful to have you all. Let's get into this reading. So I have been ending the year with 2024 predictions because I know most of you love these videos. So I've paused my lives. I do still have a membership video, and if you are a part of the No Liars Tarot membership, which is the $4.99 version, you do get exclusive videos. I'm also doing a raffle for the holidays, so stay tuned for that. I'm giving away a tarot deck, Moonchild Tarot, the value of $60. So I'll be announcing that in the membership. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for watching. I'm really grateful. If it's your first time watching, please stick around. See if you like these videos. If you don't, that's fine. But if you do, subscribe. And yeah, happy holidays, everybody. Okay, so I'm doing this on Diddy, P. Diddy, Puff, Brother Love. I don't really know anybody who calls him Brother Love, but I found it imperative to do this because I recently, what came out about Cassie filing a lawsuit against him and his alleged wrongdoing to her. Now, I completely believe her. Actually, I have a little story, two stories actually. I used to work at a hotel, many hotels, not many, but a few hotels in New York. And one time, a security guard, the hotel that I worked at, I was off one of those days. The next day I came in, and the security guard, very nice guy, very sweet, respectful. He was such a great guy. I loved working with him. He came to me and he was like, because there was a Ciroc party there the night before, and he was like, you won't believe what I saw. I saw Diddy dragging Cassie around. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, he was dragging her around. And I was like, we were so busy, I didn't really entertain the story till after. And then I told my friend, and I was like, oh my gosh, security guard told me that he saw Diddy dragging Cassie around. And I was like, this is absolutely like insane. I believed it, but I was just like so shocked. And he said to me, well, I used to work with Ryan Leslie because he was in music. He was like, I used to work with Ryan Leslie, and this is hearsay, so I don't know if it's fully true, but he said I used to work with him, and apparently Diddy had been threatening Ryan Leslie for many years and forced Ryan to leave Cassie alone because Ryan Leslie was her ex-boyfriend, if you know anything about the situation. And he was still with Kim Porter when they met, so basically he like bullied her. From what my friend told me, Diddy bullied Ryan to leave Cassie alone. And he said that Ryan always felt guilty. I just got goosebumps. Ryan felt guilty about leaving Cassie. Now, if you live in, I'm from New York, okay? Despite my accent, I'm from New York. And if you live in New York, if you've been around New York, there have been stories for years and years and years about Diddy. I was just waiting for the time when she would say or do something, and I really like how she did it. So I will get into tarot in a moment, but I remember when she left, when Cassie left Diddy, I was in LA. I was living in LA at the time, actually. And she left very abruptly. And I just got this sense, especially because Diddy is a Sun in Scorpio. Sun and Scorpio men can be very narcissistic, very possessive, very controlling, and they can have a sense of superiority. You'll never be equal to them. I've had my experience with them. Actually, another producer, not he is famous too, but I don't want to get into that. So they can be very controlling, very sadistic, just all around, they give, I believe, the male Scorpios in general give Scorpios the bad name, because I don't really see the woman being like that. So I wanted to do this reading because I feel like this is the beginning of the reckoning. I was talking to a friend a while ago, and we were talking about the Cassie situation. This is when she left him, 2019, 2020. This is around COVID. And when she left him, I said that just wait, the reckoning is going to come for Diddy. I could just feel it, you know. I think he's kind of like putting it on hold, you know, with like a dam. But once the dam opens, the floodgates are just going to open. And I think Cassie is the dam gate. I think she's opened up the floodgates. And I strongly, strongly believe that next is Jay-Z. And if you watch some of my videos about Jay-Z, you'll know why. Also from New York, heard stories. I used to date a producer that worked with him. I know many people that have worked with him. Same thing with Beyonce. I know many people that have worked with her too. It's just a culture that exists within New York. I don't think it's as prominent anymore. I love New York. I mean, that's my home. But there's a lot of dangerous activity that goes on in New York. That's like underground, you know, and it's all being brought to the surface. Also in Hollywood, you know, you hear stories, and I was telling someone close to me the other day that, you know, most rumors, especially when you've lived in Hollywood, when you've been around the energy, when you've dated famous people, most rumors are true. I've seen my first-hand evidence of most rumors being true about the I word, you know, the group of people, secret society, and so forth and so forth. It's definitely very true. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. So as per usual, like I did last time, I'm gonna pull up overall energy, then I'll work into love and career, or career and love. We'll see what comes up. Okay, so I pulled up his energy, and when I was shuffling the cards, I got like just like an energy of, man, she got away, you know. That's the energy that I got. She got away. So let's see who it is that got away, because I have a feeling that this is very similar to the Scorpio that I dated. No matter what, they won't even love you, but they just have to have control over you. I don't think people like Diddy are capable of love, honestly. And yeah, that's just what I think. So the Lovers, Queen of Coins and Seven of Coins. Okay, so the Lovers, interesting. I strongly believe that he is bitter, and we'll see that more next year. He's bitter that he has to pay Cassie. Very, very bitter. Seven of Coins is about giving away money. Six of Coins, Seven of Coins. But Seven of Coins is he's going to see her do well for herself, and he is going to eat him up inside. He's going to be very, very bitter, and he's going to have to, with Ace of Swords, control himself. I think he has, especially bottom of the deck being the double card, I think he has he's a very impulsive person, and he has a lot of difficulty controlling himself. I think he's a very twisted human being. In his mind, he believes he loves her. In his mind, he believes that, you know, he did the best he can. But I think he has a very twisted sense of self. I think he grew up very rough, very harshly, and because of that, it's distorted him. In fact, a lot of Scorpios, when if they grow up in circumstances that involve heavy childhood trauma, they can really wear that on their sleeve. They can carry that for the rest of their lives, and because they do that, they can hurt people the most. You know, water signs, I say that, but mostly Scorpios, because they are the fixed water sign. So 5 Wands, 7 of Swords, and the Judgment. I see very strongly that he might be forced to leave the country. He might be forced to leave the country. I see Bahamas, somewhere close to Miami, so that he can go in and out. But judgment, I see jail time. I see jail time, Ace of Wands, the Empress, and it's linked back to her, to Cassie. I think that a private investigation might be going on. I also see Aubrey. You know, Aubrey is a sun in Aquarius, Aubrey O'Day, who used to be the member of Danity Kane, and that's when I used to watch Making the Band. If you don't know Making the Band, it's the show that Diddy used to have on MTV. This is when MTV had a lot of, like, the beginning of their good reality shows, and Diddy had this show called Making the Band, and Danity Kane was a product of it. But we would watch, somebody described it as the American Idol of pop music, and I could agree with that. But he would be like really intense. He's a very intense person, Diddy, very intense. And he would speak to Aubrey, would fire back, and that's Aquarius. I can relate. She's a February Aquarius. I can definitely relate. Nobody's going to talk to me in a crazy way, and I'm going to accept it. You know, we fight back, especially with Scorpios. So I definitely see her leaking some kind of information. Wow, this is going to be intense. Leaking some kind of information too. I definitely see jail time. I definitely see an investigation. I see 4. Get the number 4. 8 of Wands, 4 of Swords, Knight of Wands. Okay, so let's start with 8 of Wands and 4 of Swords. So 8 of Wands, 4 of Swords. I definitely see here that there is a woman that is out for him. And I think it's Aubrey O'Day, I'm telling you. I say this all the time. As an Aquarius, I'm loyal to the end. If you're my friend, I will defend you. I will be there for you. Not blindly loyal. I'll tell you if you're wrong. You know, vice versa. I expect that back. But if you are my enemy, watch out. Because we can really have it out for people. And Aubrey has it out for Diddy. She's going to be his demise. And he knows that. That's why he doesn't say anything back about her. Because she's come at him, I can tell, and said, I will tell everything. And she has said, your day is coming. So Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands. He gets like, sometimes he wants to fire back at her, but he doesn't, because he's like, okay, I have a lot to lose, I have a lot to lose, I have a lot to lose. And yeah, his time is coming. 2024, I see jail time. I get September. September, you know, time is fluid. I would say this all the time. I'm usually accurate with time, not always accurate with everything. But we have free will. So sometimes investigations can take longer. Sometimes the person can be in hiding, stuff like that. I do get that he's going to get into hiding. Then he's going to be arrested, then try to get into hiding after that. I get that very strongly. Okay, so now let's look at career. Career. Because apparently he's being sued and so forth and so forth. Okay, interesting. So there's a woman, and there's always, this is the thing about men like this, you know, as much as men do protect them, it's mostly a woman that's always like around. Jeffrey Epstein, Ghislaine Maxwell, that kind of energy. And I get Mary J. Blige has some involvement. Queen of Cups. There's another woman too. She's white. It might be the woman that we saw. He fabricated, I believe it was fabricated photos to look like he was upset, stuff like that. I think he's at the point where he's such a soulless person. I don't think a lot actually bothers him anymore, if you know what I'm saying. So, like, I think he can, like, do things to people and then the next minute he's fine. Like, I think he gets off. Sadistic people get off on making other people suffer, and it's a very real thing. You know, even though I'm from New York, okay, and I lived there for 12 years. 12 years. I really feel like I never really knew evil until I lived in Hollywood, until I lived in LA. That's when I really saw that people can really be evil and that you have to protect yourself, you know. Maybe it's because I was older, but I definitely saw some things in LA, in Hollywood, that I don't wish upon anybody. And one of them is people like this. So, I see a woman protecting him. Queen of Cups, the world, and the moon. And she is trying to get rid of anything nasty that's coming out. She's trying to... He's kind of like, whatever. I think he might be into some kind of addiction. There might be some addiction going on. Because he doesn't seem very vacant in the head. It's not drinking. It could be the white substance. But he doesn't seem there. It's like very empty in the head. And she's trying to hold on. I think she might be his manager. She's trying to hold... Business manager. She's trying to hold on and be like, hey, you know, you're going to lose everything. She's like, warn him, you're going to lose everything. This is going to happen. He's like, no, I'm fine. 9 of Wands, I'm fine. And she's like, no, you're not. Like, this is really serious. Take it seriously. He's like, no, whatever. 9 of Swords, and then everything. So from February, things are going to really hit the fan. From February, we're going to see this person dropped in, this person dropped, this. That I am recording this on Thanksgiving Day. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. So, and it was just announced that he has been dropped by Macy's. But this is going to be like 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords energy is karma coming back to you that you can't run away from. It's the kind of thing that this energy is people ganging up against him. I wouldn't be surprised if it's like a class action suit of his former bad boy entertainment artist. It's a group of people he's done wrong coming back to say, hey, you did this to us, and you stole something from us. You stole our innocence. You stole... It's coming full force. 2 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 9 of Cups. It's coming full force. And you stole our innocence from us. But he's going to be like, I'm past that. You know, he loves to... people like this. Something else, you know, and I've experienced it myself. And you're like, wow, you are insane. You know, people that use like yoga, spirituality, he's going to get on this tip. Similar to Russell Simmons, he's going to be like, I'm a spiritually healed person. It's just a bunch of people that aren't spiritual that are coming after me. They hate me because I'm spiritual. You know, that kind of authoritative energy. And 6 of Coins and the Death. But people are going to see right through it. He is done. So, let's talk love. Because apparently he's with this young girl, Carisha. Is that how you say her name? Carisha? I didn't even know until recently that he was with her. So let's see. Very dark energy. I'm gonna have to cleanse myself to this reading. Very, very dark energy that he has. Okay. And I think it's just trauma packed on trauma, you know? And I think he saw some things when he was younger that, like... And, you know, he's... Like I said, he's from New York. And that time in New York... Because he's, what, 50-something? New York was, like... It's still somewhat like that. But New York is not for the faint-hearted, you know? There's lots of activities that go on that... If you don't have thick skin... If you come from a certain demographic in a certain area... He comes from Harlem... You know, Harlem at that time was a substance den. And there was little to zero chance of people surviving if they came from certain areas. One of them being Harlem, the others where Jay-Z's from, you know, so from Bed-Stuy. So New York has changed in that aspect, but it was created by GANGS, you know, New York. If you look at the movie with Cameron Diaz and Leonardo DiCaprio about the formation of New York, it's very real, you know, even though movies are the full depiction. But they were started, and there's a very GANGS, I can't say the word because of YouTube, mentality about New York. So just putting it out there. Okay, so look, Knight of Cups, 8 of Swords, and 10 of Wands. Okay, so he is going to have this girl on a string, and she feels indebted to him. He's not going to give her enough. You know, Knight of Cups is somebody that's usually very charming. They're not emotionally attached to you. They don't have emotional involvement with you. It's just for play. You know, he's just playing with her and her emotions. By the way, I'm using the Crystal Magic Tarot in case, because some of you asked me. 6 of Cups, Queen of Wands. But she has a plan. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what the plan is. She has a plan. Yeah, she has a plan. Her energy reminds me of Lil Kim's energy. You know, I was looking at her and I'm like, wow, her energy is something. It's Lil Kim. I feel like they must be the same sun sign. So 5 of Coins, Page of Coins, and yeah, so this is what she wants, and it's money. She wants money. She wants investments. She wants. Is that the same girls that did that song, Young Miami? She's the same one that did that song about being flued out. I don't know too much about modern hip-hop culture. You know, I feel like I'm getting older when I say stuff like that. But hip-hop these days is not what it used to be about. You know, it was about, like, evolving, you know, stuff like that. But anyways, being flued out, I get that. Something along those lines. And that's what she sees, you know. She sees somebody with money, 5 of Cups, but she's got very low self-esteem. Very low self-esteem. Very sad. I wouldn't be surprised. In fact, I can see through the cards here that he does some of what is alleged in the lawsuit has happened to her, is happening to her. On again, off again type relationship. She's in a lot of emotional pain. She comes from similar circumstance, you know, and that's all she knows. Yeah, that's all she knows. She's just, they're gonna go back and forth for the next 3 years. She's going to be tied to him because she's afraid of him, and she's afraid to leave him. So that's what I have for you all. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please comment, please be respectful. Take care.